Welcome back to Dust. Is this over yet?
No, Pedro, the worst is yet to come. Remember that other scene involving Laura Bailey?
Why? Why, Mark? Why?
Also, that's a ripoff of Megatron's tank. Whatever,
How many
I don't even have the
left
energy
of
to
this?
complain about that.
I'm sorry, Glitch, could you repeat that?
How many parts are there left?
16 in total of this one, but remember that right after this, we're jumping straight into the sequel anyway, so it's not like it's gonna be over anytime soon.
Because trust me, Dwebs, Knack 1 and Knack 2 might as well have been two halves of a story. I mean, a repeated story, yes, but still, trust me. The fact that they wait until the sequel to explain important plot details in this game.
And lore.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, the whole reason the goblins, the whole reason this plot is even happening is because of the Crystal Wars. What are the Crystal Wars? You have to put a sequel to figure out.
Yeah, no, I'm actually surprised on one thing. Why didn't Sony try to make, a TV show out of this?
You'd think,
Because it seemed to fit. The CGI can be adapted really easily, considering how simple this relatively is.
Sony seemed to be really...
And you can use that as an excuse to at least try to explain something.
Oh, how about that? A power-up that when your health is low gives you more Sun Relic energy.
And considering the setting, it's easy to make simple 20-minute TV shows.
Here's the thing, Tio. Sony seems to be acting really weird with their TV shows. Like, let me put it like this. Hotel Transylvania, the series, is being distributed by Disney, one of Sony's biggest animator competitors.
The personal thing that I learned recently, Joe, is that everything outside of this gaming division of Sony is crap.
Well, that's the sad thing. Oh, I'll explain later.
You destroyed half my army in Monteverde. And now you've come to
Wow,
finish
you
the
have a weak
job.
army.
Wow, I just got to hear Matthew Mercer speak Portuguese.
You destroy human
Actually,
outposts
it can
and
count as
invade their
Italian.
cities.
Well,
And for what?
well, by that logic, also kind
Stonestones
of
and relics?
as Spanish.
Neo-Latin, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Today goblins live primitive lives in the
Oh, goody, the Crystal Wars. Here we go.
We was kings and shit.
Before the Crystal War.
Okay, now here's the thing, folks. Up until this point, the goblins have been, built up to be, this sort of sympathetic folk, were wronged by the humans. However, now they bring up the Crystal Wars. It turns out that with the Crystal Wars, it turns out the goblins were tyrants beforehand.
Also, nice throne room is almost completely empty.
So, let me repeat that, folks. The goblins have been built up as being sympathetic, but I guess the writers decided, oh no, we make the humans look like a-holes. Let's introduce the Crystal Wars to establish that the goblins were tyrants that the humans had to take out with war.
Well, yeah, I've already mentioned that in the last
The
part.
promo
Yeah.
almost looks as bad as the one from King's Quest 8.
Well, you mentioned the Crystal Wars before, Pedro, but we never mentioned how the Crystal Wars were supposed to, make the humans sympathetic.
The situation you described, Jova, kind of reminds me of the Inhumans TV show, where the Inhumans are built up as these
I'm sorry,
complete...
I picked up a tank. Where is
and now
it?
disappeared. Well, that's not just a thing. Look, no one has a shadow in this room.
Wow, that's easy. Anyway,
now we have.
you were saying,
Now the tanks do.
you were saying something about
the lighting engine is very selective.
you're saying something about the Inhumans, Tio?
Yeah, the situation is described about, characters that are clearly assholes having to be rewritten, and similar to that. It's the same as the Inhuman TV show, because the Inhumans themselves, the royal family, are built as this gigantic asshole, and Maximus is actually the voice of
that
reason.
fit through? It just clipped right through. Sorry about that.
So of course, in the last episode, we need to, shoot at least 15 points of the fact that suddenly Maximus is an asshole for no reason.
I honestly have no idea how the hell Perlmutter thought anyone was going to sympathize with the royal family.
It's Perlmutter, Joe. He clearly doesn't have a point. Come on.
And also remember that show was showrun by the same guy who showran the first season of Iron Fist.
Wow, Perlmutter is just connected to everything.
Well,
bad
not Perlmutter, Scott Buck. Remember, he's the guy who showran Iron Fist season 1.
Well, I'm talking about Perlmutter
so
being.
many boxes.
I'm talking about Perlmutter being connected to a lot of the bad stuff in Marvel. Like, while Joe Quesada was technically the one who made the direct decisions for One More Day, Perlmutter.
Thanks, Mark, for random boxes that did
Ah!
not slow me down.
They didn't even give you any radix. What was the point?
Okay, so that tank fired only once at you and never tried again. Okay.
Maybe it only had one rocket left.
Oh no, now it's trying.
Actually, it uses laser beams.
He ran out of lane.
Laser!
I love how destroying those give you nothing. Like, no more health,
Yeah,
no more
just like the
energy.
boxes.
And
Look.
for some oh wait.
Wait. You punched it and it explodes in seconds later.
Actually, it was already having the sparks, the electric sparks. Those are usually a sign that something is about to explode.
Didn't show it though. Jesus. Also, what's the
Ooh. There you go.
You have such poor mobility, and the jump, the dodge and jump are very poor defensive maneuvers. It's really hard to dodge the attacks.
Wait, where did that goblin in the went? Whatever.
Wait, how'd you
Alright,
get your health
cutscene.
back there? I didn't see anything
Suddenly
go
when
into
got
you.
Bored and went
Suddenly
out.
cutscene.
Many weapons.
So little time.
They've
So
all
what?
got to go.
Whack!
Yeah.
That's enough.
Wait. Oh,
No.
Bullshit!
Oh,
Bullshit!
you!
That move cannot cover this much of
Okay,
a distance in the
okay,
game.
Dio,
Bullshit.
this is where I draw the fucking line here. That is
All right,
one
Dio.
thing. When you put a crystal that we have clearly used in gameplay have that much power in the cutscene, and for some reason Knack was all yellow there for that scene.
Yeah.
Lighting.
Like, seriously,
But
no.
yeah, that's some serious gameplay and story segregation if I ever saw one.
I mean, no. That's beyond just gameplay and story segregation. That's not giving a crap. Like, seriously. At least have the crystal be bigger in the cutscene than the normal ones we get, but no! Apparently Knack can do just that. And, I hate to say it, the fact that the game's cutscenes are using the in-game engine kind of makes it worse, because at least when cutscenes are CGI, they feel more separate, but here, we're literally seeing stuff we could do in-game, which means Knack has to be programmed to be able to do that technically, since these are in-game cutscenes.
You know what's sad? That part that I just got, that gadget is only 3 parts, and yet I'm still not gonna be able to get that one.
Because
Because the game expects you to love this game enough to replay it enough, so you play it enough times that you'll randomly get all the pieces to get those power-ups. Never mind that by the time you beat this game, you're probably good enough at this game to not need them.
Yeah.
And somehow that didn't break the door, even though other things have broken other doors. Oh wait, that's right, I guess.
invisible walls, Jova. So what now?
Consistency.
Again, how
to
is
be
it?
fair, these doors are not destructible.
Well,
Yeah.
the problem is, there have been other doors that look exactly like that were destructible. I mean, I get that they want you to try stuff out, but,
I
there's
think you
an
need to
easier
climb that
way.
wall, Pedro. There we
Yeah.
go. It looks like one of the stairs in Spyro 2, so yeah.
There you go.
Bash.
Let's
Bash
see.
and bash with ass.
There you go. This one I can smash because this one has cracks in it.
Yeah, but you're
I'll
only able to tell that by hitting it. Again.
No. It had cracks in it. It would clearly look different from the others.
Did it? I must have missed that.
Don't you see, Jova? It clearly looks different because he has a few cracks.
I think the
It appears
how do you
Governor
got
is
me?
directing operations from that tower.
How do you know? Oh, well, okay.
He read the script.
I retrieved my question.
yeah.
Let's go have a chat with him.
Okay, that was kind of funny in that, we're kind of wondering how do you know, but then, whoop, it's a big tower. But, yeah. That's one joke.
Alright, let's climb the Shinra Tower.
Yeah, the game needs more of moments like that.
Yeah. Also, I think the problem is this game is so visually bland that even when they technically have stuff that, show what's technically breakable, it's so easy for players like me to miss it because, well, from the standpoint, it looks like the same, which, okay, I guess in some instances you could applaud them on, being subtle with where they hide stuff, but here in this game, considering all the problems it's had with its visuals, it just feels lazy. Like, maybe that wasn't their intention, and, well, kudos for that, but not
the
a good
intention of
impression.
being lazy.
Yeah. And again, and again, see how Pedro had to try and hit that one because, there are actually some hiding spaces where you can't see the cracks because they're at a certain angle of the camera, and you can't move the camera.
Oh,
Oh, I
Wait,
got
what?
caught in her.
Oh, I guess we're setting up to a cutscene where Knack climbs up.
So
You know,
boss time.
you know, Gandahar. You will. No, sorry, Tim. We will not have a boss battle against Gandahar in this until the second game.
Yep,
All right.
we got him now.
Wait, what?
Well, it makes
I
more
got it.
sense to just reach in and grab.
Knack, you may want to be sure to. Yeah. Fucking seriously,
Wow,
man.
you suck, Knack.
Work.
Ha!
Showing how much it
Even the villain admits him. I wasn't sure that would work.
Creature took 20 minutes to destroy.
Well, you just destroyed him in a few seconds, so I think we're even.
Destruction
Oh my
yeah,
god, the
but-
villain
oh,
is actually calling out.
Wait, when destruction brings peace.
Who are you, Zack Snyder?
Goblins will rise against humans. What happened today won't prevent that revolution.
No, but it will delay it. Some rebalancing has to happen, yes.
And by the way,
you can clearly hear.
and look at that, Knack is completely able to reform. So,
We'll be
yeah.
back.
And of course, Knack will have to resize in order to enter.
Did you notice how the doctor literally just kind of let out an evil laugh right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the villain in the sequel or something?
No, he's not. But yeah, like Dredge just mentioned, I'm starting to have in trouble to keep track of who exactly is supposed to be the good guy in this situation.
Oh, wait.
Again, probably Vargas' assistant. Yeah, the
And,
kid. There you go.
and believe it or not, dudes, that's not our last scene with Gundahar.
Oh,
There's-
trust me, Teo. Lucas is the only character in this game that has
Oh my
a
God,
brain in
guys!
the
Was
seat.
that a Leia, thing? Hello, have me Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ever wonder
You're
why
my
Surprisingly,
only-
no.
takes care of you instead of me?
So, by the way, Pedro, there's still that one other scene with Gundahar between Gundahar and Charlotte. Is that in this
Yeah,
card
yeah.
as well?
Enough
Let me
somewhere.
check. I don't
Lucas,
remember.
You think you fight with the doc?
Yeah, actually it is. It is at the end of this part.
Oh,
Pretty-
excellent.
This conversation is so
Half the time they
completely
worked together,
pointless.
she
This
was
is not
telling
making
him
me
off about
invested in these
something or
characters
another.
at all.
What
Don't
I'm
you see,
trying to say
Teo? We
is,
cannot actually see these
take after
characters
him.
do things. We have to be
Smart.
told about the things
but
they do.
That's not all.
Cliche, you take after
talk
your
back
mom
to the
line.
Make him think about what it is that he's doing.
Oh, wait,
Jesus, this is
hold on. Was he saying
So
that?
horrible.
badly
Try
written.
not to
Wait,
judge him.
wait, hold on. Was
Can't
he
help
saying
the
that he
way
takes
he
after Charlotte, actually?
Proud of me.
No, Charles not.
Very.
Okay, so yeah,
Finish
Mark,
unloading. Get some
please
sleep.
don't
We
write
got a
ever
big day
again.
tomorrow.
Please, you're not good at it.
You just
I
move
think
you
we've
literally
got the
just
point
moved like
by now.
10. You literally just moved 10 boxes. Come on.
So, Pedro, even though Knack 2 is technically better gameplay-wise, would you say the story is better or worse than this one?
Just as bad.
Oh,
Well, if
goody.
it's the same job,
Gundahar's entire weapons up.
Well, good writers are able to
key without
evolve and learn
distractions,
from their
no?
mistakes.
The problem is
We
that
found
Mark is not a writer. He's a designer.
What?
Oh, about
Alive.
that. Yeah.
And she doesn't want me.
What do you mean alive? What happened out there?
Well, that's a story for another time.
No, you actually need to tell him, douchebag.
I'm sorry. You don't just drop the fact that someone who's long believed dead is alive and say we'll talk about that
Pretty
later.
rough going.
Yeah, seriously.
scouted
That's
ahead.
like if-
Did a bit of setup
man.
this
That's like if Mom said that Granddaddy was alive and just said, "Oh, we'll discuss it later." Like, no, I want to know.
By the way, where was Knack in the cutscene? Oh,
He was there.
here he is.
Again,
No, he was in the cutscene. He was just small, Knack.
Chapter 10
and again, for some unexplained reason, Small Knack cannot talk.
Oh no, there are
know
totally
goblins.
goblins, but the game is
I
pretending for me to not see
Place
them.
like this should be crawling with him.
Why? Like, seriously, we just went through the Goblin Stronghold. Like, what other area of the Goblins left is there to go for?
Makes you wonder how. Yeah, I mean, really, how did the humans survive by Jesus being cramped in a small space for all this time?
You know, gonna be quite honest, the Goblins should have been saved for the second game. Like, when
Who
you...
would have been the enemy here? The robots of Victor.
Tio, don't we have another villain of this game?
Oh god.
You completely forgot about Victor, didn't you? And
No, I actually mentioned, but I was saying I was about to say that honestly they don't seem to be that much of a threat.
that's the thing, Tio. Victor's actually going to be the main villain of this story.
It's like Jado said in his review. It's like they had two villain scripts. They couldn't decide which one to use. So it's like, screw it, we'll mash them into one.
And I warn you,
It's kind of the same problem with Spider-Man 3, but
well, at least
That
Spider-Man...
was even worse. That was free instead of two. Even.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to climb the obelisk.
I know. I'm just making sure I don't miss any.
Now,
trinkets.
here's the weird thing. Those blue jewels look like, you know... Did you punch that thing? It didn't
Nope.
look like you touched it before it fell apart.
No,
Wait, what? So it just fell apart?
sorry, Jova, but the box.
physics is, yeah.
Wow. This is starting to seem amateurish.
It is amateurish. That's the thing.
And remember, it rushed also.
I don't care if it's Rust. Mark Cerny's at the helm. The guy's been able
No,
to...
but I mean the you know the lack of polish can be attributed to the rush.
It can, yeah, but the thing is, Knack 2 did not have rush. It had 3 years of development,
Come on
and
up,
yet it's not much better.
Not to mention that, I mean, you know, rust and, you know, lack of polish is one thing, but a
Careful with that
hitbox should
breeze.
be consistently programmed to the point where
Tell
something
that
goes...
from Salford's B team.
Well, to be fair, they never really got their hitboxes right now, did they?
Well, complicated.
I haven't played.
Hang on, Joe, I thought hitbox issues were vicarious visions.
Was it?
Yeah, the Insane Children, you had weird hitbox things.
It did. Although, to their
Jesus
credit...
Christ.
Did
Those
they-
bones were so tiny, I couldn't. Ah!
Wow!
Boomerang logic, Pedro.
To their credit, the rest of the game was fun.
Well, yeah. Not only was the game fun, but they were also literally taking from the ground up an old PlayStation classic, and they were using Crash Bandicoot 3's engine for all 3 games for some odd reason.
This game gives me cancer.
Yeah. Don't you see, like cancer, it kills you way before your life expectancy, deals you crap after crap, gives you terrible luck, and of course constantly mitigates you.
All right, hidden thing.
Door. Alright, what component did Pedro find?
And just like cancer, this is going to leave Knack on his deathbed before he could truly ever hit his
Oh, look at that tail! Only one more, and I'll be able to actually use that thing.
Which is one of the least interesting power-ups, it seems. You can collect sunstone from defeated enemies. Whoa.
Really? That's the big deal with that.
Apparently.
Also, now they apparently seem to be doing more realistic scorpions, or are those more the robotic ones?
No,
Also,
they were the same.
you know what's weird? That spout of rocks looks breakable, yet for some reason it's not.
All right, there's relics there.
And that
there.
wall just fell down before you even beat
It
all
was
the enemies.
one of the goblins' barricade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think we'd at least have to punch you down that wooden thing.
There's
Oh.
our destination. Well, now what?
Oh, okay.
First time I came here,
Why
I
couldn't we have
free-climbed
flown there?
it. I figured that's not your style. So
You're
I
not
put
Tom
together a
Cruise,
little
come
something
on.
to help you out.
What?
Now, these aren't elevators. They can't
What?
rise until
What?
you get off them.
Random
Yes.
elevators that you can summon by whistling? What?
Yes, Ryder apparently brought these things with him.
Why didn't we use those to fly to the cave then?
Seriously, Jover, if you yell any more, you're gonna give yourself a heart attack.
This
Just
game.
don't think about it.
No, I'm.
Don't you see,
Whoa,
Jova, you're just,
whoa.
Don't you see, Jova, you're just supposed to think of them as platforms, you know?
I love how that
What
thing
would a
acted.
platform game be without the platform?
Hey Pedro, hey Pedro, I love how that last platform actually went up, acting as if you needed it, but you didn't. And seriously, those wooden gates are supposed to stop
Remember, Jova,
Knack.
this is a game for babies.
By the
Oh no,
way,
Pedro, you missed a wall.
by the way,
I
those,
don't care.
that reminds me, those
Moving on.
wooden wall gates are supposed to stop Knack. You know, the same being who can assimilate wood into his very body to become Wood Knack.
Wood.
Check out this amazing platform.
Wow, that was padded. And how did
How
you
the
do
fuck
it?
did you get here?
He actually said
pre-climbed
that
it.
he Okay. That's
Wait,
the least way.
So you're telling me that the human can climb stuff, but Knack can't?
Yeah, but that doesn't explain about Vargas and Lucas, though.
And
Which
also,
are not there. Which
oh,
are not there.
also, you're telling me that a human can climb it just fine, but Knack is
Oh,
supposed
that's
to...
me.
What just happened?
You fell.
Wow.
Belmont syndrome, Jova.
Excuse me, I need to go scream into a pillow.
So let me get this straight. Knack Oh!
Pedro, why do you keep going that early?
Well, that's the problem, Dwibs. It's the mobility
Is the
of
momentum
Knack.
slippery by any chance?
A bit, yeah.
So let me get this straight. Momentum for Knack is
I hate
slippery.
this game. I really do.
Of all the things to mess up, why momentum? It's not even
So
that
yeah,
kind of game.
make sure you stay still on the bottom platform so that enemy doesn't fucking kill you.
And let me remind you guys.
Allow me to remind you, everybody. Mark Cerny worked on Sonic 2, which also had dick enemy placement, so I
Wait.
guess he never learned.
Wait. Mark Cerny also worked on freaking Sonic 2 in addition to Crash Bandicoot.
Yes, he did, Joe. Don't you know?
I'm
Remember,
okay.
he was in the Second Technical Institute at the time.
So what the hell happened to him with his platforming skills here? Like, dang.
Joe, but that's exactly what we keep saying. This guy is a platforming design veteran. He's been around since the 80s, so I have no idea what the hell happened.
Oh my god, those guys somehow got ahead while we were fighting. The game couldn't even hide it.
Oh, of course. So now we need to introduce an excuse for some platforms to be faulty.
You're serious. We're near the end of the game, fraction-wise, and they only start now to have. Well, they technically had platforms that would fluctuate, but now they actually give a story reason for them to fluctuate. Oh,
I have a question.
wait, hold on. How did you make it over that ledge? You clearly weren't able to make it.
Double jump. Anyway, I have a question. Why can't riders' platforms just literally act as elevators? Wouldn't that be much more convenient?
He did say it in the explanation or something, but I don't remember the particular details.
Here's my question. You're telling me that a human can climb these rocks just fine, yet Knack, the supposed savior of mankind, who we've seen climb walls, sharp ledges, pretty much 90-degree angles just fine, can't traverse around these with rock climbing? Are you high?
Yeah, they're high up.
But seriously though, I mean, I have never seen a game that makes its protagonist so OP one second, yet so weak the next.
That's how I was supposed to die, but I fell into those rocks and I managed to somehow save myself. So that was kind of interesting.
By the way, what's the point of all those blue jewels if they're not going to be relics that you can break off?
And if these are, hang on, if those platforms belong to the scientist, why has he programmed them to automatically throw you off?
Remember, dweebs, some of
Magnetic
them.
interference.
Yeah.
They explained it earlier in the cutscene.
And that goblin's dead. Bye.
Alright, we found the cave, finally.
Red rocks, so avoid them. Remember, blue is good, red is bad.
Tell that to the Matrix.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
Pay attention, everybody.
You're safe.
Here we go.
Yes, I survived their attack. All our
Now, Keys.
work was destroyed.
That you brought upon yourself. You should never have used my creations against human settlements.
They are our oppressors. And when you stopped your work, you hurt us all.
Oh.
Better weapons than these, we could have defeated them.
With better weapons, Monteverde would be a smoking hole in the ground. It sounds like you just want my help to exterminate them.
Oh my god!
How stupid! How... You see, Teo, this is an alternate universe where scientists are the stupidest people in the earth.
And now Gundahar...
Actual headcanon, when she fell down the bottomless pit, she actually knocked her head and she became stupid as a result.
Also, I love that line where he says, "But we won't rest until every human is dead. But out of gratitude, we won't harm you."
Out of gratitude, they won't harm her and she can leave and whatever. So there we go, Teo. Like I said in the last part, this is not a case of Stockholm Syndrome. She's...
Doctor, come
And
save
yet
me.
they still act as if she's a prisoner because she now finally sends the message for the doctor to come save her. Yeah, you could have just gone with it. So there we go. Charlotte could not figure out that Gundahar is evil until he blatantly told it to her in her dumb face.
And let me remind you guys, the last cutscene Vargas and his wife shared, she said that she knew the goblins were using her tech for evil.
Yeah, even though I don't. So she already knew, and yet she acts surprised all over again. I don't understand.
Also, I cannot tell you how aggravated I am with Gundar's character. Like, seriously, you have him practically written up to be freaking Bowser, and yet at the last minute you have him say, "Oh, but since we're grateful for you, we're not even gonna force you to make better weapons. We're just gonna let you go, even though we're gonna kill all humans. We'll let you live." It's like, One minute he says something, then he contradicts it later. And even still, this game can't seem to decide if they want Gundahar to be this fallen, tragic hero who's gruff and mean and stuff, but still does nice stuff, or if they want him to be outright evil. It's like, god dang.
How stupid can you be, Mark? Ugh.
Oh, hi, Mark.
You got a co-writer for the next film, didn't he?
Yeah. He got a co-writer for the next game. Yes. Not that it helped because the story in that game is just as bad as this.
Aw, how
This
cute.
would have been a lot easier 20 years ago.
Get
It
too-
is fun. It's bad. It's like a Family Guy joke. Come on.
I dare say this is making
So,
family.
yeah, so
I hate
you
to
see
say it.
t-
I hate to say it to you. This is making Family Guy look clever.
Really catapult.
Really, that blocks him. That blocks him from getting through.
Allow me
Literally blocks your
to.
path.
I would like to point out, everybody, that Mark drained money from Sony's bank accounts specifically to create a cutscene, specifically for the purpose of doing a fat joke.
A
Funny,
fat
I
joke
What's
that.
next? What's next? Toilet humor?
You were
Yes.
saying that?
It's funny. It's funny. So far throughout this whole commentary, I've been the calm one, and that's baffling.
Well, okay. Think about it like this, Dribs. Back in the day, this was supposed to be Sony's new big cartoony first-party mascot platformer.
Well, I didn't pay it much mind back then.
Lucky you.
Oh, now I
Hell,
can climb.
I didn't even get the PS4 tour yet.
It's a combination of things, Dribs. This failed to be the proper platformer, but also the fact that we had better expectations of Mark freaking Cerny.
Yeah.
Chapter 10-2, message from the past.
See, okay, look. Here's the thing, Dribs. Wait.
next
Yeah, but
part.
you cannot persuade me to be enraged. I have,
No. I'm not
I
trying
have
to.
stolen. Basically, I have stolen your the stuff you take half the time.
What?
Dwebs, Dwebs, if you're not getting enraged, then you're too much trouble to keep around.
Take him out.
Take him
Why
out.
does it have to be me?
Because
Whatever. See you next part.
see you, everybody.
You're the closest, I guess.
See you, everybody.